Welcome to Beth and Casa Cooking. You know Casa, of course. Casa, we're having vegetarian chili tonight. Casa's not a vegetarian, I keep telling you that. But, hey, are you disappointed? So we're having vegetarian chili, and I'm going to tell you something else. We're actually making it tonight for a shelter. We started doing this 6 months. We've been doing it all winter. We do it once a month. And it's a great way to give back to your community and learn a great vegetarian chili recipe. So this particular vegetarian chili recipe comes from this cookbook. And I'll give some credit here, if I can. Living in Harmony. So this is a chili recipe. It's excellent. Best vegetarian chili I ever had. So we're going to get started. This is our big vegetarian chili bowl because we're feeding 15 people. So we actually had to multiply the original recipe by 3. And if you just want to come over here and have a look here, you'll see these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using. Lots of kidney beans, tomatoes, chickpeas, and lots of spices. Tomato paste, corn, red wine vinegar. And we're going to saute the garlic and the onions first. And then we're going to add some peppers. 3 red peppers. Now I have been giving them meat chili. So I hope they're not disappointed tonight when I come down with vegetarian chili. We figured they wouldn't want vegetarian chili, but tonight I decided, what the heck, we'll do vegetarian. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it actually calls for oil, like you put a little bit of oil in the pan, but I'm not going to do that. Primarily, I'm going to put red wine vinegar in instead. Just that. Just to get that going a little bit. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put the garlic in. Oh my Lord, take a snort of that. So we're going to stir up the garlic. And we've got the heat on medium for now. Whew. So now we're going to add some onions and the rest of the garlic. And actually, you know what? I have some celery in the fridge that I might throw in too, just because it needs to be used. What makes this recipe great, I think, is the spices. Like they're awesome spices. It calls for cumin, chili powder, basil, oregano, crushed chilies, black pepper. Awesome. And we use lots of chili pepper. Although I don't use too much because I have made it too hot. So I actually use like 6 tablespoons. I use 6 tablespoons of chili powder and about a tablespoon of crushed chilies. So what's in here is crushed chili powder, chilies, chili powder, basil, oregano, and black pepper, and a little bit of salt and some cumin. So that's what's in there, and the rest, the spices make this dish. So we're going to put all of those spices in. Excellent. And then I'm going to give it a little whisk around. Oops, sorry. So we're going to get a good sense of the situation here. And this is so easy to make. We're going to be done in just a few minutes because this is like the easiest thing to make. It's more difficult when you're cooking meat in it, of course. So there we go. So we have all the spices, the onions, the garlic, the peppers. And what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to just put these kidney beans through a sieve. Just so we don't get all the... I'm not a big fan of kidney bean water, juice, I guess. So we'll just give it a rinse. And then we're going to add these. There you go. So we're going to just put these kidney beans right in here. Just like that. We've now added the kidney beans, and they're red kidney beans. So what's in here now are the red kidney beans, the onions, the garlic, and the red peppers. Okay, so we're going to add these kidney beans, or chickpeas rather. I'm going to stir that up. It calls for 2 cans of tomato paste, so we're just going to add tomato paste right in, just like that. Nice and thick. Okay. We actually have a combination here of crushed tomatoes, whole tomatoes, and tomato sauce. So we're adding all of that. I want to stir it up. And you know, my only concern is, since I've been making this all winter, I have a pretty strong sense, and I think the meat, because it should be fuller. So actually we have 3 cans of corn we have to add, but we might have to add some more stuff. Just because it should be right up to about here to feed 15 people. So I guess the 4 pounds of hamburger. It's really not a big deal. You know, it's fun. And you can learn. Like, we just decided to make chili. But you can make anything you want. And there's all kinds of organizations that would be thrilled to have your help. So this is the corn. But I think we're going to have to figure something out because it's not quite enough. Because you want to make sure that 15 people have enough for second helpings of chili. So what we'll do is I'm just going to check and see if we have more tomato sauce, because we'll just add tomatoes and then we'll taste it and make sure that, you know, that it tastes the way it's supposed to, because sometimes if you add too many tomatoes, it tastes too tomatoey. Doesn't that look good? So I'm just going to check and see if there's more tomatoes. Just down in here. Let's see. Yeah, they're kind of low. I have tomato sauce. So we'll add these, but I might actually have to go out and get some more. So that's not a problem, but we will add these. And actually I have some in the fridge too. But this is just filler. I mean, it's basically made. You know, because we're making it for 15 people, you know, we have to make sure that there's enough. So that's all. So we'll just try and beef it up. So basically that's it. You know, we've essentially made vegetarian chili. You know, it's, you know, a fairly straightforward recipe. You know, onion, pepper, garlic cloves, large can of tomato, corn, kidney beans, black beans, chickpeas, tomato paste. The spices are salt, cumin, chili powder, basil, oregano, crushed chilies, black pepper, and a splash of red wine vinegar. So it's fairly straightforward. You know, I don't know if we'll have our blog up yet, but you know, we'll have it on our blog. So basically, I don't know, like, it's a fairly straightforward chili, and it's really good. And what makes it so awesome are the spices. And keeping in mind, again, there's no meat in it. So there you go, vegetarian chili.
What is it? Stew?
Chili.
Wait.